Lesson 14.3 is about constructing a net worth statement. We're starting with vocabulary. Assets are the things you own. They have a positive cash value. Examples are goods that are paid for and owned, such as houses, cars, bicycles, positive bank accounts, and savings bonds. Liabilities are debts you owe. They have a negative cash value, and examples would be car loans, house mortgages, credit card debt, or student loans. A net worth is the difference between assets and liabilities. In personal finance, the value of a person's assets minus the value of a person's liabilities will give their net worth. So for each of the examples in the table, we're going to decide whether the item is an asset or a liability and explain the reasoning. Money in a savings account is an asset because it's money that you've saved to use at a later time. A car loan is an example of a liability because you owe the bank money for the car. So a mountain bike, if you own it, is considered an asset. I'm going to write that in. But something like rent would be a liability because you have to pay an amount every month. So we'll put it's an amount I must pay monthly. A credit card bill is also a liability. To explain that, it's money you owe on the credit card. Okay, a savings bond, which it tells you up above, that is an example of an asset because it's something you can exchange for cash. How do you decide if something like a computer is an asset or a liability? Well, it's an asset if you own it and can sell it for money. It's a liability if you owe money on it. All right, on the your turn, you're just going to be determining whether each of the described items is an asset or a liability, and be sure and explain your reasoning. So pause your video. Okay, George leases a car for $175 per month. Well, that would be a liability. And you should have said because he doesn't own the car. And has to make a payment. On it every month. Morgana pays cash for a new flat screen television. Well, since she paid cash, it's an asset because she owns it and can sell it if she wants. Okay, on the other side of your notes, this section is talking about constructing a net worth statement. Okay, in example 1, says use the information below to construct a net worth statement to find Tony's current net worth. So Tony paid off her motorcycle, which is worth $6,000. She owes 12 monthly installments of $65 each for her computer. She pays $45 a month for her cell phone, and her contract lasts 1 year. She has $584 in her checking account and $1,255 in her savings account. Tony owes $173 on her credit card. Her electronic appliances are valued at $1,641. Her share of the rent and utilities for the apartment she sells with roommates is $425 per month, and she still has a lease that's going to last 6 months. So step one, we're just going to list just her assets here with the description and the value, and then total it out. So if you think about just her assets, the first thing it talks about is her motorcycle. And it says she owns it and it's worth $6,000. The next one is her checking account. We can abbreviate account. And in her checking account, she has $584. She also has a savings account. And in that one, she has $1,255. And the last asset would be her electronic appliances. I'm going to abbreviate there too. And that, it said, was worth $1,641. So remember, you're not allowed a calculator in this unit, so we're just going to go ahead and add these up. That's 9 plus 1 is 10. That would be 9 and 9, that's 18. 6 and 6 is 12, and 2 is 14. And that would be $3,480. Oh, wait a minute. That's a 6. Sorry, that's $9,480. Okay. Now, on the liabilities, it's a little different. Okay, we have computer payments. We have a cell phone bill. We're going to have a credit card debt. And rent and utilities. Okay, now the reason I didn't put the values in yet is because we're going to have to calculate these values. So for the computer payment, it says that it's $65 and she is still going to be paying that for 12 months. So we're going to have to go multiply $65 times 12. That's 10. $780. That's what she owes. Okay, then her cell phone bill, they said was $45, but she has that for contract for a year. So that's another 12 months. We're going to multiply 45 times 12. And that's $540 she's going to owe. And then her credit card debt was just $173. Tells us that in the problem. And rent and utilities, she owes $425 a month, and she still has a 6-month lease that she's obligated to pay. So we're going to multiply this. So that is $2,550 she's paying. And now we have to total this out. That's 3. That's 4. That's $4,043. Okay, so to calculate her net worth, we are going to have to subtract the liabilities from the assets. So the assets again were $9,480 minus $4,043. So I'm going to have to go line up my numbers here to do my subtraction. Okay, and so we're going to write a statement. Okay, Tony's net worth is $5,437. Okay, so that's our net worth statement. On the reflection, it says, why is the monthly payment for Tony's computer loan multiplied by 12 to find the total liability? Well, we're going to say because after a monthly payment, she still owes money on it. So we'll just say you have to get the total for the life of the loan, which in this case is a year. All right, on the second question, what if Tony did not own her motorcycle? Suppose she bought it with a loan and must make monthly payments of $240 per month for 2 more years. How will this change her current net worth? Explain. Well, since she doesn't own it, it's no longer an asset. So we're going to say no longer an asset. So subtract 6,000 from her assets. So if I go do that, that's 9,480 minus 6,000. Well, that's 3,480. That's her new asset amount total. But now, if she's going to owe 240 for 2 more years, we're going to have to do 240 times 24. That's 0, 16, 8, 9, skip a space, 0, 8, 4, 0, 6. That's $5,760 that she is going to now add on to her liabilities. So if this is her assets, her new total, and this is going to be added on to her liability, well, her liabilities were already at 4043. So we're going to add the 5760 to 4043, and this is going to be the new total of her liabilities. So we're going to go ahead and label this liability. Spelling. Okay, so we're going to subtract her liabilities from her assets. Well, can we subtract $9,803 from $3,480? Well, no, it's going to end up being a negative amount. So we're going to go ahead and do the subtraction. What am I doing? Sorry. Scratch that. We still have to put the bigger number on top. It's just going to be negative. There we go. So it's going to be $6,323, and it's going to be a negative amount. Okay, on the your turn, you are calculating this problem. Let's go ahead and read it. Andre owns a condominium with a value of $145,000. He has a stock portfolio worth $8,300. He owes $3,700 on his car, which is valued at $9,500. He has $7,200 in student loans to repay. He has a credit card balance of $4,372. He also has $2,600 in a bank account. So you are going to construct a net worth statement to find Andre's net worth, and then we'll see if you end up with the same total as I get. So pause your video and try it. Okay, so let's first calculate his assets. His condo is $145,000. His stock portfolio, I'm just going to put stock, is $8,300. His bank account that he has was $2,600. And we're also going to have to add in his car because it says that his car has a value of $9,500. So he's paid a good amount on it. We're going to add that. That's actually going to be part of his assets. So when we add this up, that's 60. Hold on. 165. There we go. Okay, 165, 400. Now we have to add up his liabilities, which we will put over here. So in the liabilities, he still owes on his car $3,700. So that's what he has as a liability, even though the car is worth $9,500. He also owes $7,200 in student loans. So $7,200. And it also says that his credit card balance is $4,000. We'll put CC for credit card. Is $4,372. So when you add this up, my dog is snoring. That's funny. Okay, so we're going to have to take his assets and subtract his liabilities, and that's going to be his net worth. Let's see if you got the same thing. 165, 400 minus 15,272. That's 8, 2, 1, 0. Can you hear my dog snoring? Okay, anyways, it's late. This is Andre's net worth. So if you had any questions about that, we will go over that in class tomorrow. And that's the last video of the year. Yay, yay. See you tomorrow.